Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. John Lackey gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Colton Wong heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
And we are underway from Wrigley as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they were able to come away with the victory last night, so another performance like that would make their manager a happy man.
Lackey's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And now a shot of the Cardinals' starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. How do they go about taking down their rivals, Steve?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
Stephen Piscotty will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, he's been hitting over 400 in his last 10 games, but wow, that was a stinker yesterday.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Matt Carpenter is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rizzo is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a 1-2-3 first for John Lackey. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Michael Wacha gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, all good things must come to an end. And that winning streak finally ended last time out. But I don't think that'll slow this bunch down at all. The way they're playing, they might just pick up right where they left off.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Molina gonna have to hurry. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's a guy you cannot fall asleep on when he gets on board because he will run on you. He's in the top 5 in steals in the National League, and we'll see if he can add to his total in this one.
Kris Bryant is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. You can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. Gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Just really free and easy out there in this first inning. He threw that ball right by him.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Grounded to the right. Wong is there. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Matt Holliday will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Lackey gets the sign. 0-2 pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed by Holliday as he's retired for an important first out.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Matt Adams will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Chopped at the plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6th, shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
Johnny Peralta into the box here in the top of the 2nd, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Miguel Montero will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of one run. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Yeah.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hard hit ball to second. Wong has it, and he's set down, 1 away.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count, 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Carpenter onto the grass, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
We can hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old, well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Chopped in front of home plate. Molina is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Number 41 will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike 1.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, still a little late with that swing. He's got to get going a little sooner.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Lackey looks in. Here's the 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out, number 1.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Yadier Molina will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. And that misses inside, 1-0.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Being a number 8 hitter in the National League is really one of the toughest positions a guy can be in. You know, you've got your pitcher behind you on deck, so guys don't feel like they need to challenge you. You've got to be very disciplined up there, and that time, he just wasn't.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Well, give him some credit. With 2 outs, a lot of pitchers will just...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Addison Russell will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Now, you can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. So that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
Hit to first. Glove by Adams, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Settling in now, John Lackey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
On the ground to third. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for him. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Dexter Fowler will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
First triple for him on the young season, and you could tell he had it on his mind from the start, and it was going to be 3 bases.
Chris Bryant will get a chance now as he hopes to cash in following the 2-out triple.
Well, the inning didn't look like it was going anywhere with those 2 quick outs, but then all of a sudden, now the pressure's on here with a runner down at third.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Colton Wong will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Stephen Piscotty stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Lackey steps into the windup. Coming at him with the 0-1. Lined back over second. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out there now.
Matt Holliday is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or...
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
Cards leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Anthony Rizzo is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a trip back to the 1990s. Many of you probably weren't even around yet, so that's a good reason to check out this date in baseball history. Jason Hayward stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. On the ground near home. That's a foul ball. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
And there he goes towards second. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he just fans on it out there at second as it gets right by him.
Yeah, these are those tough kind of choppers that come at you with an in-between hop. Here, he doesn't know whether to charge it or play it on the hop, and as it turns out, he doesn't even get a glove on it.
Miguel Montero will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Piscotty shading to his right. 1 out. The tag, and he is out at second base. It's a double play. And they will tag him out between first and second. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back for more from the north side after this. Matt Adams heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Johnny Peralta comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful.
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So a runner at first with 2 away, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. In there, there. Strike one. And there's ball one. Hit hard back up the middle and off his leg. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
A little bouncer. Molina has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
And more often than not, when you see a guy with a batting average like his is, it's a result of swinging at too many bad pitches. I should know. I was that guy. And his average is going to tumble even further after that at-bat.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Addison Russell stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hard liner toward short. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Around first, heading for second now.
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Standing in now, John Lackey, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
He's hitting under 100 this year, and with swings like that, ain't too hard to see why.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Michael Wacha will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning. First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
When you take a look there at the line from our starter, I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Stephen Piscotty is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. And we still have no score. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Dexter Fowler.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Holiday on the move. And no shot for Holiday. It's a foul ball. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Waka steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Fowler is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. And then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight. So both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. We are still scoreless. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Matt Carpenter will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Matt Holliday will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Schwarber over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like two totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
In there at the knees, strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And with that punch out there, he's now just one away from the 2,000 mark for his career. He continues to assault the all-time list, and we'll have to keep watching to see where he may end up finishing. Here's Johnny Peralta now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Number 41 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
0-2. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
That might be the best curveball we've seen out of him all night. In fact, that one buckled my knees. But you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley, and we still have no score. Miguel Montero steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up.
That's a ball.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Gets a small piece near the plate, but it gets fouled. Waka looks in. 2-2 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 18.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Ben Zobrist will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Kyle Schwarber will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Here comes the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 2 out, nobody on. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Set to deal on 2-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Yadier Molina comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Still no runs on the board for either team, and it might come down to who can manufacture a run first.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the 8th inning begins with a fly out. Quickly 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they've just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Brian Pena will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
A breaking ball that time that he slaps the other way out into left center, and it falls for a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Randall Richard.
Colton Wong will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Stephen Piscotty gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Hayward is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. Still no score. Jonathan Broxton is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Addison Russell steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Hit out towards second, taken in by Wong, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Our line score there says it all to this point, or if you prefer, it doesn't say anything. 0-0 our score as you start to wonder if anyone's going to play to run in this one. Matt Caesar will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Caesar.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Hit in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The center fielder, number 24. Dexter
Digging in now,
Fowler.
Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
Broxton's ready. First pitch on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? Peralta for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Chris Bryant stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And they won't get Fowler as he takes second with ease.
Well, they're trying to make something out of this inning after all. He's off and running here with 2 away, and he gets into second safely. So now all it'll take is a base hit to get us our first run of the game.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. For Fowler, that's stolen base number 6 now on the year. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a liner, but foul. He got him, and the go-ahead run will be left stranded at second base. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Justin Grimm will enter now to start the 9th inning as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Matt Carpenter gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Third baseman, number 13.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Matt Holliday comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And He strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Matt Adams stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that's taken for strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Not only is he close to going through the heart of this lineup,
looking at a fastball to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Broxton sets. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder, number 22,
Jason Hayward will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now. On to first, and there were 2 down.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Miguel Montero stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. We are still scoreless. Johnny Peralta will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
The batter.
With that base hit, he presents the go-ahead run down there at first base. And boy, he is fired up. Look at that emotion.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Into the box now, number 41, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it. A base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Well, we've got ourselves a tie game here, but it may not stay that way much longer. You get the leadoff single, now a double right after that. It's fair to say they've got an excellent opportunity here to break out on top.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Pedro Strop is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
46, Pedro Strop.
And now the runner breaks for the plate. Little tapper down the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and they'll put the tag on him for the out, but he'll at least get an RBI out of it.
Yeah, well, all he needed to do was to put this ball in play. And, they'll tag him out heading up the line, but he will pick up an RBI on the play, so that's a great job.
Brendan Moss will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Colton Wong will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do.
And that ball gets by him. And it is a run.
That's a big insurance run there, and it comes rather cheaply. You're trying to keep your guys in the ball game, but this won't help the cause one bit.
Hot shot down the line. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Another one sent foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. 1-2. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Fowler on the run. And the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs nothing. Ruben Tejada will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 19.
Trevor Rosenthal will get the call here an inning later than usual, as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. Leading off the inning, Ben Zobrist, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first is Zobrist heading for second now. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Oh, and down by 2 runs. The most important thing was to get that leadoff man on base. And mission accomplished right here. Better yet, not only is he on base, but he's up to second on the double. And since there's no double play in order, you've pretty much got to forget about that guy on second base and just make sure no one else gets on.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Rosenthal's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And that misses 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Jorge Soler will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Jorge Soler.
Hit to third. Carpenter has it. And they'll just tag him here for the out.
The pitcher number 46.
Javier Baez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they will put the tag on him. They got him. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 2-0. Good night from Chicago.
For the Cubs, no runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 24 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Gets the sign, the windup, the 2-2. Swing, there's a drive to right field deep. Way back it goes. Number 500. He does it, a shot into the right field bleachers. A scramble.